Hey nail friends, Courtney here, and today I'm having a play around with a different kind of French ombre. When I think about a French ombre, I think about the pink and white blended into each other, like on this nail. But actually, just like a French manicure can come in a lot of twisted ways, so can French ombre. So this is, I guess, what we would call like a rainbow French ombre. I saw somebody do this a couple months ago and posted a picture online. I forget who it was and I didn't take a screenshot, but I always wanted to do it. Now that I have a little bit of time, I thought, why not sit down and do this set of nails, because it will proper cheer me up. So for the video, I'm doing a long version and a short version as well, because I know a lot of people have short nails and you can still do this on a short nail. It's actually easier to do on short nails than it is on long nails. I'll do the long nail section first. So what I did was do the French polish in a white. I used a white gel, and I used this rather than a gel polish because I didn't want there to be a lot of product, because I'm going to go over with colors as well. If I did a white, a couple layers of that, and then did the polish, it would be too thick. So I know with this gel I don't need to put very many layers on, and so it wouldn't cause too much product to build up on the nail. If you don't have a white paint gel, you don't have to do a white background. I just find it works easier for me when it's long, especially on these, but it's because I don't have an imaginary smile line there like I would on an actual nail. So I'm going to put this on first in the white, and then I'm going to do this one in red, orange, yellow, green, blue, green and blue. Yes, these two. That's the thing I'm doing. Once your white layer is cured, or if you're not doing this step, then just skip it. You can go ahead and put on your color polish. So the colors that I'm doing are every color of the rainbow, obviously. And then I went from red to orange, orange to yellow, yellow to green. This one is going to be green to blue, and this one is blue to violet. So it works out really handy. You can do the same thing on each hand if you were doing this on an actual human. So I'm going to go straight in with my green. I've got a little bit of green and a little bit of blue decanted out here onto my palette. I'm just going to start painting on the left-hand side of the nail. Well, my left. And I'm going to keep it quite thin because we don't have a lot of space to ombre the two colors together. So I don't want to make it too thick, or else it will be very difficult to blend. So I just wipe my brush off, and now I'm coming in with the blue. Okay, I just fill in this little bit there. Now you could use an ombre brush now if you wanted to, but I find it very easy to just do with your detail brush. I'm going to be dragging from just where the line starts between the two colors. Don't want to go too far back because that's going to pull too much blue into my green. I only want the blend to be there, and blue is quite much stronger than green, so I really am going to focus my blending onto that middle area. Every time I lift my brush up, I'm going to wipe it off so that I don't contaminate the blue with the green. So I'm just laying my brush down, dragging it into the green. I'm not going both ways. I just want to incorporate some of the blue in with some of the green. And then I am going the whole way up the side here, just so that there's no obvious blend lines anywhere. And I'll just keep doing this until I'm happy. There's a little bit of separation on the free edge there. I'm going to put some more blue on. So this is just the first layer. I am going to do 2 layers of the blending. So it doesn't need to be exactly perfect. Once you're happy with it, then you can put it in the light to cure. So that spent 60 seconds in the light. I'm going to go in and do my second, do my second layer. For the second layer, I'm going to use mostly green. And when I put the green over top of this blended area here, it's really going to help soften that blend. So for this layer, I am using a little bit more, but still not so much that the tip of the nail has an obvious bump on it from there being so much product. Once I get to the middle section here, I'm going to start dragging that polish over just without mixing any blue on, just exactly from where the join is, and see if I can get that blend to look really soft just by doing this. Sometimes with some colors you can just do this for your second layer, but it doesn't look like I have enough blue on for full coverage of that blue side. So I'm going to add a little bit more blue. Just start from up here. Now, I haven't quite brought it to the middle because blue is quite a strong color. It's stronger than green, so it will cover more of the green than the green will cover of the blue. So I'm just dragging it out. And already you can see that that's going to look much better than just having one layer. When you're happy, you can stick it in the light to cure. I'm just going to make sure that all these bits here are completely covered. I'm happy with the blend area just now. Just these seem to be pulling away from using two different products. Okay, that's going in the light for 60 seconds. After your second color coat has cured, then you can go in with a top coat. You can just go over the whole nail, but you might come across where the colored part of the tip is thicker than the rest, and so there's a bit of a step where the two join. So I'm going to show you a way to get around that if that happens to you. If you don't notice that, then just top coat your whole nail and stick it back in the lamp and be done with it. So first I'm going to put a top coat over the whole thing, just a thin layer, and this is going to be like my slip solution. I use this technique when I do gel nails as well. Once I've done that, I'm going to get a good bit of top coat on my brush. It's quite saturated, and then I'm going to apply it just in the middle of this nail, like that. And that will start to seep out into the sides and will become level with the rest of the nail. If you notice it's starting to pool in the sides, then get your client to hold their hand upside down, or you can hold your hand upside down, and you'll just be able to see where the top coat has gathered. You want it to fill that space where there's not enough polish, and then put it in the light to cure for 60 seconds. Once that's curing, we can look at how to do it on a shorter nail. It's so much easier than doing it on a long nail because you don't really need to worry about perfecting your smile line. So where is my color? On this one, I've already done the green and blue, so I've left the blue and the purple. So that I found to be the trickiest to blend on the longer nails. It did take some good part of blending to do that. I'm hoping that it's a little bit easier on the short nails. So I'll just put a bit of polish there, and then get my little tip here, and I'll be using my detail brush again. And it's going to be the same as this one, so it's going to go from blue to purple. I'm going to put the purple down first because that's the strongest color. I'm not going to use a lot. In fact, that's too much. Let me get rid of some of this. Okay, now I'm going to put on some blue. So you'd just be following the natural free edge of the nail to make your smile line on these. And I'm going to do the same and just start touching my purple part and start dragging it over into the blue. Now I'm spending quite a bit of time just mixing the two colors together because it is a little bit thicker than I would have liked. So I'm just bouncing my brush here. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm trying to go back and drag some of the purple back through it. Now I'll go the whole way across. Yeah, that was much easier than doing it on the long nail. And that's that done. So you don't even need to have long nails to do this design. You can do it easier on short nails, in fact. So that's it for today. I know it's just a quick one today and you might not find this very difficult, but it just gives you some ideas of what you can do with a French manicure that isn't just a white tip. And that's it. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. I love reading your comments, so drop me a comment below. And if you decide to try this design, please tag me on your social media, hashtag Courtney Crosbie, or just pull up my name, Courtney Crosbie, on Facebook and tag me direct. I'll see you next time.